Most people don't talk about this, but there is one skill that will 10x your entire business. And most people are ignoring it because they can't get over their own insecurities. So in this video, I'm gonna completely change the way you think about this one particular skill. So I've been an entrepreneur for 4 years. I've closed over $100 million in my sales career, and I've generated over $1.6 million in my startup ventures. And one of the biggest misconceptions about being an entrepreneur is it all comes down to hard work. And early on, I thought the more hours I put into the grind, the better the outcomes. But there is something that I have continued to look over again and again. And I'm making this video so that you guys could avoid making this exact same mistake. So I am a very pragmatic person. I am very protective of my time, and I work about 80 hours a week. And I don't got a lot of time for chit chat. And to be honest, I really don't care about how your weekend was. But the problem with that attitude is I don't really get out much. I work in my office. I live my life in front of a computer. And this is probably one of the most social things I do in my life is talking to you. I know, sad. And it's hurting me because I keep overlooking the most important thing that I need to do right now, and that is networking. I need to get out there and I need to talk to other human beings. And I know this is just some crazy, broad, generic term that people always talk about is your network, but what the hell does that even mean? Well, let me break it down for you guys. So I don't think you should just go walk up to any person up at the bar or any person on the street because you do got to get work done. But there is an opportunity to niche down to the right type of person. You can curate who you're talking to. And it's very simple. You just reach out to people who are in a position that you would want to be in. Well, I know for myself, because I have such a hard time doing this, but the number one thing that gets in my way is I don't feel like I'm worthy. Why would that person want to talk to me? They don't even know me. I'm not in that position. Let me wait until I get to this spot so that I'm worthy of their time. But here's the flaw with that logic is you don't know what they care about. So who are you to say you're not worthy of their time? Well, I actually think it comes back to a second problem. That is something that I've screwed up on so many times, but it's going into every conversation with intentions. If you're going into your network and you're always trying to get something out of it, what's going to happen is you're going to come off very disingenuous, and that person might say you're not worthy of their time. But I can tell you time and time again, because people have reached out to me personally, when there's a real human connection there, most people are willing to offer help. But if you go in with intentions of getting something, you're gonna kill that whole vibe, and they're gonna walk away being like, man, that guy was a sleaze bag. And I think that's where that worthiness comes from, is if you're looking to get something out of the conversation, then you have to be worthy of the conversation. But if you just go in with no intentions other than to learn, then you don't need to be worthy, you just need to be yourself. And that is so much easier said than done. Trust me, I've lived my whole life saying that I'm neurotic, I'm anxious, and I've had confidence issues. But a lot of those issues lived in my own head. And the craziest part is most people don't think those same things about me. So who the hell am I to tell myself that I'm not worthy of someone else's time? Because anytime someone's reached out to me, or if you guys want to holler at me in the comments, chances are I'm going to talk back to you because I genuinely want to help people. And anyone that comes at me genuinely, I'm going to come back to them with the exact same energy. But here's the biggest problem I have is I just never make time to connect with people. And that's one of the hardest things is you have to understand that even though you don't have a plan, you don't have intentions, that good things could still come out of it. And the reason that networking is the most scalable, the most effective thing you could do for your business is because it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. It's about the connections. And just like in these videos, my goal is to help you guys avoid the same mistakes that I've made so that you could get to where you want to be 10 times faster than me. And when you find that right connection and they understand your world, they understand what you're trying to accomplish, they could find that one missing ingredient, that pinch of salt that you're missing in your chocolate chip cookies that are just gonna set off your taste buds. And sometimes it is so hard to find that missing ingredient when you're living in your own little bubble. So for anybody out there, if you're like me, if you're just grinding, you're sitting behind a computer, going into goblin mode, sure, touch grass, that's cool, but go talk to somebody. Go reach out to your favorite author. Go reach out to somebody who's in a position that you want to be in. Go reach out to an old friend or colleague to just catch up. As long as you're not just talking about sports and weather, you're going to be shocked at what comes out of those conversations. So I'm going to make a commitment with you guys. I'm going to reach out to one person per week that I used to feel like I wasn't worthy to reach out to, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. I want to hear how things go for you, but I make videos like this every single day. So if you guys like this type of content, subscribe to the channel.